Hey guys, welcome back to the DrCliffAuD vlog. This is vlog number 81. I am just coming off of a week of vacation. Ashley and I went up for our 13-year wedding anniversary up to Flagstaff, which is just about 2 hours north of where we're at right now. Typically, I would share footage with you guys, and I did get some footage of us up there. Ashley's a really cheap date. All I have to do is take her to some place that has mountains, then we go hiking around, and that's pretty much what we do anytime we go on vacation, unless we're gonna go hang out with friends somewhere or family somewhere. But that said, I'm not gonna go over the footage with you guys today. I'm actually gonna talk to you guys about something a little bit more serious that's been going on with me, and I don't know if you guys can tell this, but I actually have a growth inside of my lower lip. And about a month ago or so, I went to see a dermatologist. There's a clinic that's pretty close to where my clinic is at, not a new dermatologist, but a new clinic. And I went in there to have them kind of look at this growth that's been building for a couple of months now. And it'd kind of come and go. It would get really big, and then it'd kind of like go back down in size. It would be something that I would bite occasionally, which is of course extremely annoying, but it's getting to the point now where it's actually interfering with my ability to talk. And as you well know, talking is a big part of my career, and so this is actually something that has been negatively affecting me over the course of the past month or two at this point. When I went in to see the dermatologist the last time, he said that he did not think that it was anything cancerous, so I'm not really worried about it from that perspective. He gave me two options at the time. They had the option of injecting, I think, like a steroid into it, or actually performing a procedure where they cut it out. And so I tend to be a more conservative individual always medically, and so I'm like, well, let's just go ahead and do the injection. Let's see if that kind of calms it down and gets it to kind of reduce in size on its own. It's about the size of a, I don't know, like a peanut or something like that. Think of like one like peanut, maybe a little bit bigger than that. And right now, or before it was a little bit on the softer side, right now it's definitely really hard to the point where it's hard for me to enunciate certain things, certain words, which is really, really tricky. But nonetheless, we did the injection about a month ago, and that didn't really have any effect on it. And in fact, I would say that right now it's worse as it's ever been. And so when we were actually in the middle of vacation, I'm like, Ashley, we might have to go get this thing taken out sooner, because this is like, it's hard for me to talk and enunciate. And I think it's just gonna get worse and worse. So I had Ashley, who handles all of my like private, issues like that, because she's a nurse, she understands the medical world as well. But she reached out to see if we could actually cut our vacation short, come back and have a procedure done. But it turns out that they were not able to get me in on such short notice. And so a week later is when we're actually gonna have it done. So we're actually gonna have this procedure done where they go in and they remove this growth from my lip on a Wednesday. And so I'm actually going to be missing some patients on a Wednesday afternoon. We'll see, because they're going to have stitches in there. We'll see how I can talk following that procedure. Hopefully I'll be okay. I don't think I'm going to have to miss a weekend of recording videos, but I might, so who knows. If I end up running into issues with interacting with patients on Thursday, I can have my audiology assistant help me, as well as my fourth-year extern help me, but I don't know yet. Of course, I'm going to try to get as much footage of this as humanly possible. I am not shy about sharing these things about myself. It's kind of weird. I'm actually going to show you guys. It's easier to see it in still frame. So here's a still frame shot of it. You can see that my lip is two different sizes. The growth is happening over here on my left side, and it's definitely starting to interfere with things. And obviously I don't want it to interfere with my line of work or with me making videos. So I figure, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get that sucker cut out. So hopefully it doesn't put me out of commission for any period of time. When I come back, my next, if I do a vlog next week, it will be about that. If I don't, it's because it's created enough of an issue, even after having it out, to where I can't successfully film and talk through a video. So hopefully you guys do see a video from me next week where I can hopefully go over the success that we had during the procedure, and hopefully it's nothing serious, and hopefully nothing goes wrong, of course. I think it'll end up being fine. All that being said, though, I will here in a couple of weeks go over our anniversary week and show you a couple of the things that we did up in Flagstaff that was really enjoyable. I know that the virus is starting to kind of like, discussion of that is picking up here again. Hopefully it doesn't come out to anything where it has negative impact on the treatment of hearing loss, or it grows into a point where people are worried about it. I know that I've been vaccinated, everyone at the office has been vaccinated. A lot of individuals here in Arizona, at least, have been vaccinated, so hopefully that helps with the prevent of the spread of the virus going on forward here. But I don't want to speculate too much on that. It could be just another little blip and then things kind of go back down again. But I guess we'll all see, and we'll all see together. So that being said, it is actually, geez, see, I can't hardly talk. It is actually difficult for me to continue on here talking, so I'm actually going to go ahead and cut this vlog short. Just keep me in your thoughts over the course of this next week on Wednesday when I get this cut out of my lip. But that being said, if you guys have not yet hit the like button, please go ahead and do that right now. It helps these videos reach a broader audience because it affects the YouTube algorithm, so it helps me out a lot. I appreciate it. And if you have not yet hit the subscribe button, go ahead and do that right now. But other than that, guys, I'll see you next week.